Yo, what's up? Here's a review for episodes 1 and 2 of The Boys. So, this is season 3, and there will be spoilers for these first 2 episodes. So, for me, man, there has been so many things that have been coming out in the recent months that I just not been able to catch up on everything that I wanted to. And I'm finally getting a chance to watch The Boys. And these first 2 episodes, man, brought me in so damn well. And the first thing I want to talk about is Homelander. He has been so good these first 2 episodes, and I just really enjoyed a lot of what's going on with his character, especially this kind of, just turmoil that he's feeling inside of where nothing is going right for him. His numbers are going down. He's not feeling everything that he wants to feel, especially now that he has Starlight coming in and taking co-captain spots from him, and just like not spots from him, but becoming co-captain and just taking his leadership role parts from him and everything. And I'm loving what they're doing with the character, how he's feeling, how he's just kind of feeling like a broken man, especially when you hit episode 2 where it's his birthday and nothing is going right. Even when he's trying to save someone, it's being interrupted by the death of Stormfront, who he's had, you see her laying inside of a hospital bed in his apartment or his condo, wherever it is. And, she's damn near half dead and stuff like that. And, she tries to go in and give him some pleasure, and that doesn't work for him. And he just, everything going on with him is just not working, and I love it. And it all comes down to a big speech that he gives at in a part of episode 2 where he just basically tells everybody, yo, lay off of me and stuff like that. But I'm really enjoying everything that's going on with his character and how they're using his character, and just how he's kind of losing his mind at some points. Especially when you see him talking to A Train, and A Train's kind of become his punchy bag for him. A Train himself, who's also going kind of a little bit weird with his character, and he's not understanding how to get himself back into the limelight, and he's trying for black things and stuff like that, which was very funny. I'm also loving what they're doing with Billy Butcher's character, and how he's kind of in a similar way to Homefront, losing a lot of himself as well. He's now taking care of his ex's, or I'm not sure if she was his wife in the show, but his ex's child now, who's Homelander's son, and the difficulties that come with that, plus everything that's coming with all of, him still trying to figure out all the superhero stuff that's going on as well, and how can he fully defeat Homelander and everything. And I'm really enjoying a lot of what they're doing with the character and stuff like that. There's this one spot where he's having to fight this guy who's basically what's his name? He's like some gun stuff. I can't remember his name in the show, but he's basically like gunman the guy and stuff like that. But he ends up having to go take him on, and at first he's not being able to do it. Then when he ends up accepting these vials of kind of superhero juice to end up fighting him, he ends up getting at him and getting the information that he needs and killing the dude, which he got the superhero juice from Queen, how do you say her name? Queen Maeve. You get it from him, and that's also something that's bigger with the whole series that's going on right now, and what this juice is, and that they're trying to sell it to the military and stuff like that. So it's very interesting to see where they're going with all that. Then you also have Starlight and Huey with their character. I like what they're doing with Starlight here, and they're starting to push her more into a leadership role of the Seven and stuff. Huey has not been my favorite thing of this show. It's some really just predictable stuff that they're doing with his character, especially with his relationship. It's just stuff that I'm like, yo, I don't want to see him have the cringy, what do you call it? Dang, what is it called? Like, I can't figure out whether or not my girl is cheating on me or not type thing. Like, the jealous boyfriend stuff. I'm just not in love with how they're pushing that with his character right now. And just a lot of what they're doing. I'm interested in stuff that he's doing with the lady who he's working with, which is, her character name is, her character name is Victoria, and I'm interested to see, how they're using her as this kind of lady who, at the end of last season, blew up a bunch of people's heads, and now you see that she's also working for Vault and stuff like that, and she has a relationship with the Esposito's character and everything. I'm really enjoying that aspect of the story, but a lot of the stuff with Huey, I'm not really loving in this episodes and stuff like that. I would also say that Mother's Milk whole storyline is another one of my favorite things going on here, and how he's kind of breaking down because he can't do this, he can't really figure out what's going on with his life, as far as how does he figure out the stuff with the superhero that killed his father, and also the stuff where just he's not able to take himself away from the situation and try to be a father. He's not with his wife anymore, and he's barely getting custody of his daughter and stuff, and just all that's going around with him and his story, and especially how they ended up where, his wife basically, his ex-wife basically tells him like, yo, figure this stuff out. You're being sick from it, and you need to get this out of your system and everything. So yeah, I'm really enjoying what they're doing with that. And these first two episodes were really, really good. I enjoyed a lot of what they did. I think the most thing that I wasn't in love with here was how they were using a lot of the parody stuff, like how they parodied the Zack Snyder movies, or how they're parodying gun control, or how they're parodying the stuff with like the theme park that they went to has a bunch of roller coasters and rides and stuff that like mimicked wokeness and stuff like that. That stuff just wasn't as creative as I wanted it to be, and I just didn't love it there. Especially the Zack Snyder part, I just was like, I don't really love this. But it was what it was, and I enjoyed it for what it was, but I didn't love it. I wish it was a little bit more creative and wasn't just so blatantly done. I also really loved the parts with Frenchie and Kimiko, and just especially the beginning of the first episode where the guy who's basically Ant-Man, and they kind of do the joke that's from Ant-Man where everybody wanted him to climb into Thanos' butt and stuff like that. They reverse it, and he climbs into the dude's private parts and blows that up from the inside, which I thought was really, really funny, and just a nice twist on the whole joke that they were using. That's some of the creative parts where you're creative with the parody that you're doing here, and I really enjoyed that part. But these first two episodes I really enjoyed a good amount, and they're both probably 4 out of 5 for me. I really am enjoying these first two episodes, and I can't wait to go into more of this season. So I'm out of here. Peace.